Good morning, students. Today we are going to revise the lymphatic system. Lymphatic system. Most of the students have doubts in this topic. That's why I have decided to make a video about it. Okay. So see, lymphatic system. It is composed of lymph, which is a fluid having composition just like plasma of blood. Second, lymph vessels through which lymph flows through lymph vessels. Okay, and some lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are some swollen points in lymph vessels where WBCs are in abundant quantity. Okay, now to understand lymphatic system, first I am revising the circulatory system through which the blood circulates in our body. See, this is the diagram of heart. It is having 4 chambers: left atrium, left ventricle, right atrium and right ventricle. Okay, in left atrium and left ventricle oxygenated blood is there, and in right atrium and right ventricle deoxygenated blood is there. Okay, that's why I have drawn it with blue and the oxygenated part with red color. Okay, now you know from lungs, these are some capillaries around the alveolus of lungs. Capillaries. Okay, these are capillaries around alveolus. Alveoli, you know, these are present in lungs. Okay, where the exchange of gases takes place between capillaries and alveoli. Okay, so from these alveoles or the capillaries around the alveoles, the oxygenated blood, I should use red here, oxygenated blood flows towards the heart and it enters into the heart in the left atrium of heart. Okay, and now from here the heart goes to left ventricle. Okay, sorry, blood goes to left ventricle. From here the oxygenated blood enters into the artery, the main artery, which is known as aorta, and it subdivides into various arteries which takes away the blood to the body cells. Okay, these are various I have taken one cell. Okay, just for the example, these are the capillaries around a cell. Okay, so the oxygenated blood will go to the cell, okay, through the arteries, and at the junction around the cell, arteries and veins combine by the help of capillaries. Okay, this is a vein, that is vena cava, which takes away the deoxygenated blood from the blood cells to the right atrium of heart, from where the blood deoxygenated blood goes to right ventricle, and from right ventricle this blood goes to the lungs for the purification. Here in lungs, in the capillaries around alveoli, exchange of gases takes place. The carbon dioxide from deoxygenated blood is released into lungs and oxygen enters into the blood and it again becomes oxygenated and again goes to the heart. So this cycle continues like this, from lungs to left atrium, then left ventricle, then aorta to by different arteries to the various body cells, then by different veins deoxygenated blood is collected and through the vena cava it is sent back to the right atrium of heart, then to the right ventricle, and again it is sent to the lungs. So this is the particular cycle of blood flow. Now what happens here, you know, the blood is leaving the heart at 2 points. One is from left ventricle to the aorta, and second one from right ventricle to the, this is known as pulmonary artery. pulmonary artery. Okay, so this aorta and pulmonary artery, they receive blood from the heart. When the heart squeezes, okay, when it shortens, the blood goes to the aorta and pulmonary artery. Okay, here as the blood is pushed into the arteries, so it have a large pressure, it creates or it expels the very large pressure on the walls of the arteries. Okay, so this blood, when it goes to the capillaries are very thin like tube like structures. Okay, so this blood, when it goes to capillaries, it also exerts some pressure on the walls of capillaries. Okay, and because of this pressure, the capillaries have some pores. Okay, I am drawing the capillary. Okay, if the blood which is having or which is exerting very high amount of pressure on the walls of these capillaries may burst. Okay, so to prevent this bursting, the capillaries have a structure like this. These capillaries have some holes in between. Okay, through these holes the extra blood, okay, I am using the word blood here, after some time I will change this term. Okay, the extra blood oozes out into the nearby area where some cells are there. Okay, now listen, in this blood RBCs are there. RBC, RBC. Okay, these are the extra cellular spaces where some cells are there. Now, as the size of RBCs is very much bigger, these RBCs do not exit from these pores. Only the liquid part, that is the plasma of blood, is expelled into the outer spaces. Okay, so this fluid which is coming out is not having RBCs. Okay, only the plasma part of the blood is there. Okay, that's why this plasma which is collected over here around these cells is yellowish in color, because it is not having RBCs. So it is not red in color like the blood, it is yellowish color, and we will not use the term blood for it because it is not having RBCs. Okay, this extracellular fluid which is yellowish in color, this is known as lymph. Okay, its composition is just like the plasma because it is a part of plasma only, and the fluid plasma plus some of the proteins which are of a small size are there in this lymph. Okay, in this extracellular fluid which is known as lymph. Okay, so I think now the term lymph is clear to you. Lymph is just a fluid which is having a composition like plasma. Okay, which has been oozed out or which has come out from the blood capillaries. Okay, now this lymph, so we can assume this lymph is accumulated here in this part. Okay, now if this lymph is not cleared away from here, then this lymph will exert pressure on the nearby cells, and due to this these cells may swell up, which is not good for us. That's why around these capillaries we have another network of capillaries which is known as lymph capillaries or lymph vessels. There are various lymph vessels here which are connected with each other. Okay, so this is going above the heart. Okay, it is not into the heart. Okay, so I'm drawing like this. And same here also, various lymph capillaries or lymph vessels are there which are connected with each other into a single duct. Okay, these lymph vessels collects the lymph from these extracellular spaces into lymph vessels, and Okay, so here I have written that lymph flows through lymph vessels. This extracellular fluid, this lymph which is collected over here, it gets collected into these lymph vessels and flow into these lymph vessels. Now see, this lymph is having the composition of blood, we have already learned. Now just think, if the blood continuously lose its plasma, which is the liquid part of the blood, okay, then after some time this blood may get thicker, it may get thicker, and if the blood gets thicker, it will not be able to flow, not be able to flow, which is not good for us. So we have to, or we want this extra fluid which have been expelled out to come back into the bloodstream. Okay, so this purpose is solved by these lymph vessels only. The lymph vessels are again connected with the veins somewhere. जो वेन्स होती हैं उनके अंदर ये फिर से आके कनेक्ट हो जाते हैं. वाई विथ वेन्स ओनली? बिकॉज इन आर्टरीज देर इज very lot much amount of pressure already. Okay, so we cannot release, or our body cannot release this liquid also in the arteries, so it is sent or it is released somewhere where the pressure is very low, which is in the veins. Okay, that's why this lymph is sent back into bloodstream via the veins. Now through these veins this liquid will again enter to the heart and into the bloodstream, so the thinness of blood remains same. Okay, so lymph and lymph vessels both are clear. Lymph is a fluid and lymph vessels are, vessels means tube like structures through which the lymph flows back into the blood stream through the veins of the heart. Now the third is lymph nodes. What are these lymph nodes? See, when this lymph, this diagram has become messy, I am again drawing it. These are blood capillaries and the lymph is collected over here. Now when the lymph vessels which collect this lymph into themselves, this lymph is collecting into the lymph vessels, then if there are some bacteria around this blood body or around the cells, we may have some infections also. So due to this infection there may be some bacteria or other foreign agents which may be present here. Okay, these bacteria or foreign agents or any infectious agent is also collected into the lymph vessels. Okay, so the lymph also increases the immunity of our blood. It increases the immunity because it clears the infection or infectious agents. Okay, so any kind of infectious agent here, any kind of infectious agent or bacteria or virus or any kind of infectious agent is collected into the lymph vessels along with the lymph. Okay, now in the lymph or in the lymph vessels there are certain round nodes, swollen parts in the lymph vessels at some points all over the lymphatic system. Lymphatic system is the network of lymph vessels. All over this lymph vessels, there are some points where some swollen parts are there. These swollen nodes or parts are known as lymph nodes. Lymph nodes. Into these lymph nodes, WBCs are there. WBCs are present here. So these infectious agents, when they enter into lymph vessels, these WBCs fight with these infectious agents and kills the infectious agents. Okay, so this way the lymph vessels or lymph also fights with the infectious agents. So these lymph nodes increases the immunity of our body. Okay, I think it is clear. Just summarize in 2-3 points. Lymph, it is a fluid which has come out from the blood, from the capillaries. It is having the composition just like plasma. Lymph vessels are the tube-like structures through which lymph goes back to the bloodstream, okay, or through which the lymph flows. And the lymph nodes are some swollen parts into the lymphatic system where WBCs are there, which fights with the infectious agents. Okay, so this is your lymphatic system. Okay, one more thing, the functions of lymph. First is increasing the immunity. Second is clearing the extracellular fluid around the cells, clearing the extracellular fluid. And one more function is transport of fat into the bloodstream. Fat is also transported into bloodstream via these lymph vessels. So now I hope it is clear to all. Thank you, children.